So heading into Silverstone, we knew it wasn't going to be our strongest track. It's the GP layout, so it's got a lot of long straights and we've not got the most horsepower. So yeah, going into it was probably slightly in the wrong mindset, not having that confidence what we had at Croft. You're fucking...
Fuel management experts!
Anyway. One of the strengths of the Mazda MX-5 is it's got quite a lot of adjustability in its alignment. So this can be obviously tailored to specific tracks. One of the things we aim for though is to extract the most pace out of the car in terms of keeping it pointing as straight as possible. That should yield better straight line speeds, what helps us at certain tracks. We have to check it quite often. It's a 20-year-old Mazda, and when you touch curbs or generally over the course of a 2 to 2.5 hour race, the alignment can slightly change. So it's preemptive just to make sure the car's straight for the race and that we're going to extract more speed down the straights. We could play around with alignments more and maybe make it a little bit more pointy, but it's a really well-balanced car regardless, so we're trying to keep it as straight as possible. The sort of mental effect of racing, yeah, when you're up there and you've got the success, albeit third place in class, it is really a good feeling and you sort of yearn for more of that, which then reflects on the bad points. It sort of swings the pendulum further and the bad times are a lot harder. The main thing for me is more switching off between race weekends, which is quite difficult when you're trying to run the team as well as drive, but it's helped a lot this season with having the team to rely on in terms of running the car, and I can just more focus on driving. Sort of circuit route this weekend on the GP layout isn't the strongest one for our car, so there's a lot of significantly long straights here, whereas the MX-5 sort of comes into its own when you get the tighter, twisty tracks. There is a few bits here with some like more complex areas, so coming through into Luffield, etc. And then the complex sort of Aintree, Hollywood, or whichever it's called. So there is some bits for us. It's really good on the brakes as well, so we can outbrake people into the chicanes. That's going to be a strong point. But I feel like a sitting duck down the straights, because again, the higher power cars will just tow away from us down there, I think. I am sort of praying for rain. When we came here in 23 and it was wet, the car came into its own then, so it's obviously got quite a lot less torque than most things, so you can pick the throttle up a lot quicker, not worry about loads of wheel spin. I think looking at lap times from 23, we were a couple of seconds a lap quicker than cars what are a couple of seconds a lap quicker than us in the dry, so yeah, that lack of power does come into its own when it's raining. I don't think it's going to be wet. There's a slight chance of a bit of drizzle, but there'll be too many cars on track for that to be a factor. I think it'll just stay dry. So yeah, it's not our strongest track, but it is one that I do enjoy, and I've done a lot of laps around here, various cars, so I'm confident, and we'll see how qualifying goes. That's the back of his car. We gave him a little nudge because they were holding me up, and it unfortunately pushed out the bumper as well. Qualified P5, which is pretty average for us, and then going into the race we knew we could probably make a few positions up in the early laps, and then hopefully retain those as we went.